English conquered Jamaica in 1655. They renamed the settlement as Spanish Town. And since the town was so badly damaged during the conquest, Port Royal took on many administrative roles and functioned as an unofficial capital during the beginning of the English rule. By the time Port Royal was devastated by the earthquake in 1692, Spanish Town had been rebuilt and was again functioning as the capital. Remember that terrible earthquake was sink Port Royal, well, half of Port Royal, yeah, man. Restructure Jamaica landscape. As a matter of fact, out of that terrible atrocity, that was how the rest of Jamaica was built, because everybody now moved in mainland and start trading. And then that was just Kingston. Everybody moved to Kingston. So Kingston was the next developed part of Jamaica, for all who never know that. So the guru are teaching the history, the real history where a lot of we inhabitants of Jamaica don't even know. So Kingston had been founded in the aftermath of the 1692 earthquake. And by 1755, serious rivalry from lobbyists caused increasing speculation about the continued suitability of the Spanish town as the capital. Because serious rivalry now, them say, yo, this not suitable, so we have to go find somewhere else. So in 1836, Governor Lionel Smith observed that the capital, it was in ruins. Spanish town, mash up, pop down, no commercial, no manufacturing. And, it was an agriculture and concern, and the situation was worsening.
Welcome to Jamaica, the island of real bad man. Some real dog at you, some real gang bang. No run for the fair, they not garbage pan. Stop up! These are the moments when everybody gun loaded. We not instigate violence, but we believe in the self-defense no matter what. These are the moments when every gangster gun loaded. We not instigate violence, but we believe in the self-defense.
In Jamaica's relentless war and crime, the worst criminals end up on the True Island Stories platform. These are their stories. Welcome to True Island Stories. Ever since the dawn of man, well, the dawn of Jamaica to be more specific, Jamaica's first capital has been ostracized by the rapacious appetite of hoodlums and hombres who inhabit that toxic geopolitical location. Spanish Town is the city of which I speak, which is now a decaying relic, merely now just the capital parish of St. Catherine. Now, it had however been demoted from its capital ranks, only to witness a more futuristic venom displace it. The city of Kingston, which is now the capital of Jamaica, a dark and diabolical metropolis that spits out demonic delinquents synonymous to that of a high-end granulator. The badness of the Badlands has transcended generations upon generations, and voila! Here we are, in today's 2023, with a view of 2024 and beyond. Sequentially speaking, of course. We have seen the rise of Bulby and the Klansman gang who wreaked havoc on the city, turning valved and unvalved communities into desolate graveyards. Parallel to their badness, though, was another demonic clique that goes by the moniker One Order Posse, who, if it weren't anything else, was a formidable foe to the clans, the thorn and the cactusemite interior of the Klansman curriculum. The One Order clan decided unanimously that they should all share profits from the illegitimate malpractices of the Klansman clique equally, which was to the clans a bona fide no cookie. Uno mosaging peace post man. One Order was tired of the meager scraps being hurled for them at the foot of the table, the badness table. And what does an oppressed people do when oppressed? When a size Shaquille O'Neal are pressed into their necks? What do? They react. And react they did. Clump, 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 clump. Cum, 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 cum. Brrr. Boom, 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 boom. Whack, cum, 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 cum. Whack, cum, cum, cum. Kaka, cum, 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 cum. Kaka, cum, 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 cum. Who will play shell down like turtle? The few acres, which was once a convivial playground for the kids, had now become a deadly battlefield. And the law officers were overwhelmed with the uptick in the constant and consistent knockings and clappings in that geograph. As soon as they eradicated one, 20 more or more sprung up, seemingly out of nowhere. So the cops were left with a little bit of a fender bender. Until, ring, ring, bing, bing. I know, said one intoxicated sergeant. Cameras. Yes, Viking cameras, laddies. CCTV the whole city. Just like how they do it in them first world countries. You laddie, old chaps. Cameras is the way, mate. And this idea, surprisingly, was endearing to the listening ears of the top brasses in attendance. And so, a secret venture began in the woven crevices of the lawman's lair. And then everyone went to bed one night and woke up to install cameras in particular parts of the troubled region. Now, if you will indulge me, please, take a look at these pics on your screen of the cameras installed in certain parts of Spanish Town. And if this does not serve as a complete deterrent, well, at least the reduction of crime then. And we at Trial and Story sincerely hope so, car. I want to tell you no to. I want to my top pilgrim a stroll through and sight here and move to relieve dark and brawler. I link my four forward and say, Double G, look here to post not. The man say, Guru, bless up. Yo, right now government badness, stand up and Spain. Everywhere you turn camera dead in the town. Yo, like last night, the man him fling up that in a car, guess what? You know, so me never see them yesterday in me a stroll through, brother. Me never see them in me a champo. Say, God there. Every nook and cranny under surveillance, Double G. Speed out about camera the average, yeah, what I tell you. The man say, warn them, Guru. Tell them to behave. The man say, yo, from hospital, go straight to the whole harbor roundabout, brother. Every main street under surveillance. Burke would have camera. Go all the way out to Bashko. The only place where I not to see no camera. Well, me not tell you, no. Camera there everywhere. Just left it there, so. The Guru has spoken! We have come to the end of the camera badness in Spanish Town. Join us for more stories coming soon on the Trial and Stories channel. Now, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. Press that notification bell so you do not miss another story. And remember, Darker Side of Paradise, the audiobook written and narrated by Guru, quite exciting, is now slashed into half, $50 for both copies. So just link up. Alright, blessed. Wow, good. Stay out of trouble. Please. But if you choose to pick up the gun or the knife, then there's a chance you might end up in Trial and Stories. What? Well, you choose. I am Joy.
Peppa, you know the real J-thing, huh? How we grow up, sometime the road tough side slow. Real patriots never buck, never fall. How they get to run, that's why. Back from the boy, we not do that. Boy, who no can't kill with joy, who no boy. Who from your soul don't know a wrong boy. Yo, and a man bust a shot him off a pack up and boy. Pointed on him head back and boy. Pop off him strap on him friend him for door. None of that, no assumption, I saw the ground rough, yeah. Power, married to corruption. Criminal, bred from limited options. 10 generation, I see the said someone one head man will live long. Name one. Things forever bury with not done. Name one. One good honest politician. Name one. And get a youth resilient. Back from the boy who no do that. Boy, who no can't kill with joy. Who no boy. Who from your soul don't know a wrong boy. Yo, a man better boy. And a man bust a shot him off a back up and boy. Pointed on him head back and boy. Pop off him strap on him friend him for door. None of that, you a man better. Things risky, for the misfit. Death rate fit the logistic. Chris, I want the biscuit. Bait of crackers with the whiskey. You're not listening. Crime live here, so it's not visiting. Visitors, careful, you know what the business is. Murder, plunder, pillaging, oh, bloodshedding on the villages. You name it, yo, we live in it. Get rich, I do special delivery. Nightmare, tormented images. Vengeance, bloody cycle continuing. But know you seek that, but it's no revenge. Looking at the mirror, there is no different. Man, we full of, hey, and we know we trends back from the boy, I wanna do that. Oh, no, can't tell we jar, oh, no, oh, from here, so we don't know around. Yup, now I'm man better. Any man bust no shot him off a back up and point it on him head back and pop off him strap on him friend him for door. None of that, now I'm man better. No assumption, I saw the ground run. Power, married to corruption. Criminal, red from limited options. 10 generation, passing the said song. One wanted man will live long. Name one, dreams of fella with no name one. One honest politician, name one who. And get a youth resilient. Back from the boy, we not do that. Can't kill with your on the back. Move from your soul, don't know where wrong go. Yo, a man better go. Any man bust a shot him off a back up and point it on him head back and pop off him strap on him friend him do it. None of that to the top. Yo, you know the thing going on, suck a seat up a beat, you know. Hey man, take your time man. Boy, man. Man to them pepper.